Hey guys, it's Madison Beer, and this is the WIRED Autocomplete Interview. What a satisfying noise, by the way. So let's get some ASMR for the kids. I've watched every single one of these videos, and the fact that I'm holding a board, this is an honor. We're gonna begin. First question, I can't believe I'm doing this. First question, what is Madison Beer? I found this out the tough way. There is a beer company in Wisconsin that is called Madison Beer. The reason that I know this is because I had to pay them for their Twitter handle online. My Twitter handle used to be @MadisonLBeer, which is my middle name. They had @Madison Beer, and I had to pay them a pretty penny. Just kidding, it wasn't that much money. But I did have to pay them, and now I know that there is a beer company in Madison, Wisconsin called Madison Beer. But Madison Beer is also a little girl, and she is me. What song is Madison Beer known for? So this question I think would probably be up for debate. I would say Selfish probably did it for me. I think that I would like to say that's what I'm known for. It's my favorite song of mine, so I'm gonna say Selfish. I'm gonna go with my single Selfish. And if you haven't heard it, go check it out. Next question, what is Madison Beer's vocal range? I've never been classified like a soprano or an alto or anything like that. I've kind of always sang. What is Madison Beer's fandom name? I should have seen this one coming. This is a topic of discussion amongst my fans. So when I was, I think 13 or 14, I thought it was genius to call my fans Imaginers. IMADGINERS. So like Imaginers. Clearly a 13-year-old made that up. That is not what my fandom is called. I refuse to call my fans Imaginers. They always are like, what are we called? And I don't know. I think that I'll let them pick it. I'm more than happy for their creative juices to flow and they can come up with it. I will literally call you guys anything but Imaginers. I just call them my friends. Honestly, they're like my homies, and I don't feel like I have necessarily a fandom. I feel like I've got a family, not to be too corny. Let's move on. What Madison Beer TikToks? Is that grammatically correct? Am I reading that wrong? What Madison Beer TikToks? Like, what do I do on TikTok? I cry sometimes. I'm just kidding. Board number 1, down the hatch. Guys, I could do this for hours. I love this. Next board. This is so fun, by the way. Who is Madison Beer's best friend? So I would say that my best friend is this girl named Lena. I met Lena online. To make a very long-winded story, beautiful story short, one of the best things social media has ever brought to me. She wrote this really compelling and perceptive basically read on me, and she just basically posted something being like, I see her true colors and I know her heart, and I think that, she just saw me, and I don't feel seen a lot by a lot of people. And so I DM'd her and I was like, who are you? I love you. You're so smart and so intuitive and perceptive, and I want to be friends with you. And it's been almost 2 years since she's been my best friend. She spent a couple months with me in LA, and it's been really beautiful. So my best friend, her name is Lena, and she is my earth angel, and I love her more than anything. Who is Tyler Durden Madison Beer? Tyler Durden is the character in Fight Club, Brad Pitt's character in Fight Club, also my favorite movie of all time. I wrote a song called Tyler Durden, and it was on my debut EP, As She Pleases, and it's definitely my favorite off of the whole EP, so check that out. But don't check it out if you haven't seen the movie, because it's kind of a spoiler. But watch the movie. Why haven't you seen that movie? Okay. Who did Madison Beer voice in Monster High? Okay, this is a common misconception. I didn't voice anyone in Monster High. Sadly enough, I sang a version of a theme song years and years and years ago called We Are Monster High. It was very cool. I got my own doll. Awesome experience working with Mattel. It was really, really cool. But I didn't voice anybody. I wish I was, what's her name? Frankie Stein. I wish I was one of them. I did not get to do that though. But I've also always wanted to be a voice actor. I can do a really mean Rick and Morty impression, which don't even ask. I'm not doing it, but I can do one. And yeah, I didn't get to voice anyone though. And I did sing a theme song. Who? Madison Beer, Outer Banks. You're asking me? You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea. I'm not in Outer Banks. Madeline Klein, I think is what you meant to write. But I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. Thank you for mistaking me for Madeline Klein. Yay. Okay. Is Madison Beer a K-pop idol? Aww. I wouldn't consider myself a K-pop idol, but I did a K-pop song / feature with this group called KDA for League of Legends, which is a video game. And we did this little girl group with, actually I did it with a K-pop band called G-Idol, which they're amazing and incredible. So I guess I have made a K-pop song, but I wouldn't say I'm a K-pop idol. I wouldn't give myself that, but it's definitely done very well and people have taken a liking to it. And I actually got to perform in Seoul in South Korea like 2-3 years ago, and it was the most incredible experience, and I miss South Korea a lot. It's such a beautiful place. Okay, is Madison Beer from Long Island? You know it, baby. What you talking about? Of course I'm from Long Island. I grew up in Long Island, which isn't, sorry if I'm offending any Long Islanders, but I'm a Long Islander, so I can say it. It's not as cool as Manhattan. It's just not. So whenever I tell people I'm from New York, I'm just hoping they just assume Manhattan. They don't ask me, but I think the Wolf of Wall Street kind of put Long Island on a little bit. And now people are like, oh my God, can you do the Margot Robbie accent? I'm like, yeah, I can do the Margot Robbie accent. I can give you her whole little spiel. Ready? Okay. She says, well, aren't you married? He says, yeah, but married people can't have friends. Oh, we're going to be friends? We're not going to be friends. There's my Margot Robbie Wolf of Wall Street impression, everybody. But yeah, I love being from Long Island. I love the accent. Maybe I should start the rest of the video. We're going to talk like this. So let's keep it going. Is Madison Beer left-handed? I'm not left-handed. I'm right. I'm right-handed. Maybe I don't, yeah, no, I'm not left-handed. Okay. Is Madison Beer a Pisces? Of course I'm a Pisces. I'm a Pisces, rising Gemini, moon Libra, Scorpio Mars. I can keep going if you want me to. I can read my whole birth chart off. I am a Pisces. I actually wasn't always into astrology, to be completely honest with you. I got into it because literally, no joke, I was at a concert and I was walking down the aisle and this woman literally came up to me and was like, you have the most beautiful, radiant Pisces energy. And I was like, in my head, am I even a Pisces? And I was like, how do you know that? But I'm very, very, very into astrology and I really believe in it. And I'm also like on a whole spiritual journey and whatever. So I am a Pisces, proud to be one. Okay, is Madison Beer in Final Destination? Is there a character who looks like me in Final Destination? I am not in Final Destination. I've actually never seen it because I remember hearing about a scene in it when I was younger that was very disturbing. And I was like, I don't want to watch someone get their head cut off on a roller coaster. Like, no, thank you. I'm not in Final Destination. I've never even seen it, to be honest. And that's the end of board number 3. Let's keep it going. Now we got some hows. All right. How was Madison Beer discovered? I was discovered at 12 years old on YouTube. I was posting covers, singing some songs, and Mr. Justin Bieber saw one of them, and I was signed to him and Scooter and all that stuff, and it was it was a whirlwind, you know. I'm a random kid from Long Island, New York, and it doesn't happen, so it was pretty trippy that it happened to me. It's been literally 10 years since then, and I will always be eternally grateful to Justin for the initial kickstart and believing in me, you know, at the beginning. So it was very cool. It was very, very, very cool for me. How to sing like Madison Beer. Aww, that's so sweet. I wish I could tell you. I don't know. Honestly, I would just listen to as many covers or songs of mine as you can, and if you want to copy it, do it. It's nothing but a compliment to me, but also sing like you. I want to hear you sing. Sing your own version of my song. I love hearing people just be themselves, and yeah, so don't sing like me, sing like you. How to hit Madison Beer riff. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is referring to the riff in Selfish, which went viral on TikTok, which was so cool because I actually wish I had my phone on me. I could play you guys the original version. So when we initially did the Selfish riff, it went down, which I couldn't even do it if I tried because the high one is so implanted in my brain, but like it went down. And I remember listening to the demo and just being like, this doesn't feel right. I'm not into it. And I tried so many different runs to go up and I couldn't nail it. And then literally like 2 days before we sent it to master, I was like, let me try one more thing. And I accidentally did my one that made it in the song. And it turned out people liked it, and it was so great. Just practice. It's not that hard, to be honest. It probably sounds harder than it is. It's fun. It's not that many notes. Don't know why I look the other way. Hey. It's not that many notes. Hey. You got it. It's easy. How to be like Madison Beer. Why would you want to be like me? It's not what it shapes up to be, I promise. I promise you what you're seeing online and what you think you know about me and what you think you know about anybody is probably not even a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of what reality is. So don't get too hung up on that. And please remember that, like you are seeing what we and everyone wants you to see. Don't get yourself in a comparison hole of like looking at other people's lives, relationships, looks, you know, success. You don't see what goes on behind the scenes, and I promise you there's a lot of it. So just remember that you should be you. You don't need to be like me. I promise. Let's move on. All right, this one's quick. Does Madison Beer play LOL? Oh, I'm like, what's LOL? League of Legends. I've tried it. I'm terrible at it. Does Madison Beer speak Spanish? Un poquito. Was that even right? I don't know. I tried to learn French in quarantine, and I don't know how to say much, but if I'm trying to flirt with somebody, I'll say, je suis vraiment de toi, which means basically you'll never understand how much I love you. Does Madison Beer have tattoos? She has 12, in fact. They are predominantly, and a majority of them are on my feet. That's why you don't see them. That's why I don't know about them. I really love this one on my ring finger. It says eventually. It's a reference to the Tame Impala song eventually, but I also just think it has a greater like meaning of just like things will happen in time. Be patient. Don't rush life. You know, let it happen. I like that one the best. Does Madison Beer play piano? I do play piano. I would not say that I'm like a pianist or I'm good, but I do play piano. I can get by pretty well. I can play all the chords, and yeah, I love piano. It's the best. Does Madison Beer have siblings? I do. I'm actually repping him right now. My little brother Ryder goes to the Berklee School of Music, and he's amazing. He wants to be a producer, and he has the most talent, and he's the cutest, sweetest, most angelic, and I love him so much. He's literally my world. So I do. My baby brother Ryder. Yeah, Ryder and I haven't fully done a collab yet, but we're planning on it. We're gonna, you know, he's got some work to do, but we're gonna do it together. We're gonna do it.
Final board.
I'm sad. Why Madison Beer? I'm gonna assume that's a reference to my song Dead. Why? That's my song Dead. And I say that. I say the word why. I actually would love to do a why count of how many times I say it. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I do say it a lot. Why, Madison Beer? I ask myself the same thing every day. It's definitely one of my like core songs, I would say. It is a landmark song for me. It was my first song as an independent artist. It was like a really just a special song. I actually also just really love the messaging behind it, because I feel like now also that I'm older, I like have understood the messaging a little bit more, which is like, if you say you can't live without me, why aren't you dead yet? It basically is just like, you know, keeping somebody accountable for their word. And that's kind of the premise of the song. Obviously not literally. Don't take it literal. Madison Beer, Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know if this is a question or a statement, but I love Olivia Rodrigo. I think she's so talented. I think her music is incredible, and she's so pretty and cute and sweet seeming. I don't know her, but she seems adorable. So Madison Beer, Olivia Rodrigo, ? Olivia, hit a girl up. But yeah, she's amazing, and I'm really, really proud of her and all her success. I'm like blown away by everything she releases. Proud to be grouped in with someone like her. Where does Madison Beer get her hoops? I really am not like I need to wear expensive hoops. To be fair, I can't wear fake jewelry. My ears will literally like turn green, and I have like genuine allergic reactions to fake jewelry. So I do get at least like gold-plated jewelry, but it doesn't run you up too much. Where is Madison Beer right now? Right now, I am in my home in Long Island, New York. Very happy to be here.
Not ready.
0! Are you ready for your debut? I can't. He's the cutest thing. Look at this size of this thing. Hi, babies. Hello, are you wet? Why are you wet? Were you running around somewhere? Nothing really came as a surprise to me. These were all great questions, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. All right, Wired, thank you so much for having me. This was a dream come true. I've literally wanted to do one of these my entire life, so thank you so much. Thanks. Say thank you, 0. We'll see you guys soon. Love you.